A throat is almost always cut from behind.
Not part of the show, people, not part of the show.
Being right-handed, I would slash from left to right. But from the fact that the murder weapon was dropped to the left of the victim, we can deduce that the murderer is left-handed. Notice that Gloria, like most left-handed people, wears her wristwatch on her right wrist.
Rose, you don't want to go to France. Is that all that rich food, pigeons everywhere, that corny music? No, listen to me. See America first.
I'm sorry you feel that way. Because I just won a contest, and the prize was a honeymoon trip to Paris worth $15,000.
15? Vive la France! Oh la la!
I took the test just to show her there was nothing to it, and turns out I have a slight hearing loss.
And get this, it's inherited. And it skips a generation. Skips a generation. Yahoo!
That is not true. You're just going to gloat about this, aren't you? This is nothing but a big victory for you. Look, I am not going to get a hearing aid, and that's all there is.
Boy, it's finally beginning to happen. I'm getting old and forgetting things. Forgetting people who, at one time, were important to me.
Don't be ridiculous. You're as mentally fit as you ever were. We all are.
Oh, thank you.
Sophia.
Sophia!
You're welcome.
Rose.
Rose.
Any wonder we get nursing home brochures by the truckload?
Rose, you're off the hook. Don just made a quick 5-minute inspection, and guess what? The permit's only $40. You were right about telling the truth.
Oh, well, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's citizenship. That and guessing the weight of brood sows.
Shut up.
135. Oh, my God, it's the ring that Miles gave me. Oh, Charlie doesn't want me belonging to another man.
Blanche, just out of curiosity, why don't you check the fruit salad?
No way. I'm not going anywhere near that refrigerator.
Wow, 2 miracles in one day.
In both
I'm here. I'm standing here, and he's standing there, and I actually love him. I love the man, and not out of desperation. Dorothy's Bornak has finally conquered her desperation.
Dorothy.
I do.
Oh, what the heck? I do too.
I really want to thank you for coming over, Jerry.
Actually, I wasn't going to, Blanche, but I figured this explanation's got to be a pip.
Explanation. No, none of those. I just wanted to apologize for tonight and say I hope we can still be friends.
Sure, Blanche.
But there's something I need to know.
Why was that ironical?
Excuse me, I must have made a mistake in my English. It was quite comical. I gotta go limber up.
Dorothy, good. I need to talk to you.
Of course. What's up?
Listen, Dorothy, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just being too critical, but you know how you've been fixing me up with men?
Oh, Ma!
Alan, please, talk to me. You haven't answered my calls. You don't answer my letters. Alan, please. What can I say? What can I do to get you back?
Alan.
Nickname. Susan, please. This is not the time or the place.
It's me, isn't it? I've driven you away. What if I dyed my hair? I'd even dye it that color. If they still make that color.
Look, they put in a bunk bed and a chair. Oh, look, Dorothy, a chair. This isn't going to be so bad. This isn't going to be bad at all.
Yeah, well, I suppose.
Blanche, can we get out of here? It's starting to get dark.
You know, Dorothy, in some ways we're lucky. How many people get locked up with someone they were attracted to?
I don't know. The name Marion Barry comes to mind. Ma, the weather report said nothing about a hurricane.
Ida Perlberg down at the senior center woke up this morning with a leg cramp. Need I say more?
Yes.
Dorothy, when you get around my age, two things happen. One, you get more intuitive about the weather, and two, corn becomes your enemy.
Hey, Dorothy, what's your pleasure?
Claude Akins on a waterbed. Until then, beer will have to do.
Hey, guys, what about me?
Blanche!
Well, that's more like it.
Shut the door.
See? What did I tell you? Rose, before I give you mine, I just want to ask you one question. It may seem a little odd, but it has a lot to do with your gift. Has Miles started wearing bikini underwear lately?
Blanche, please, the Pope is in town.
I'm serious.
Actually, Miles did buy some bikinis, but just the bottoms.
Dorothy, Miles, lips aflame, they were kissing.
And?
And she's pregnant with his love child. What do you mean, and? Isn't that enough? Aren't you shocked?
Well, not really. I saw them kiss. Oh, it's no big deal, Sophia. In fact, I think it solved everything.
It's a devotion for that windmill. It's a love for that windmill. And as God is our witness, we are going to save that windmill.
It's a lighthouse, Blanche. We're saving the McKinley Lighthouse.
That I saw.
That's the one. We're going to make this a great telethon. Listen, we'll do the entertaining ourselves if we have to.
All right, ladies, you're on in 10 seconds.
Now, I realize a lot of you haven't been in a classroom in years, but I promise you this will not be like school.
I have already read the book for the class, which is interesting, and I've also completed all the assignments for the class. Plus, this is a special report that I have written based on the extra research that I have done for the class.
We're never going to beat you people, are we?
Well, Sophia, I was getting ready to go to the shelter. What are you doing here?
Angelo, you're my big brother. I can only come to you. I'm in trouble.
Then the boy will marry you.
No, it's nothing like that. I'm having problems with Dorothy and Gloria.
You must make things right with that man. Now go to your room and write him a long letter. Make your words thorough, honey. Make them fearless. Don't stop till you have said everything. Take 2 or 3 days if you have to.
Thank you, Blanche. You're a good friend.
Oh, just wish Sophia were my mother. Then I could put her in Shady Pines.
Ma, stop that. Rose did save your life. Besides, you were not in heaven. You were probably just dreaming.
You don't believe me? Your father even sent a message.
I'm sure he did, but right now you should calm down, Ma. We can talk about that later.
Fine, okay, if you think that's best.
Oh, Ma.
So anyway, Dorothy, like I was saying about Grammy's plantation.
Blanche, I cannot believe you.
Don't let her run off with the first man, and I do mean the first, that comes along.
All right. Now listen, Johnny Reb. You marched through my front door, a total stranger, and asked for my daughter's hand in marriage without telling me 2 words about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Do you have any money?
Quite a bit, ma'am.
Your mother, is she still alive?
No?
She is now.
Hello. Is Blanche here?
Yes, she is. Whom shall I say is calling?
This is kind of embarrassing. Would you mind telling her Loverboy is here?
Nothing would give me greater pleasure. Blanche, Loverboy is here.
Blanche.
Loverboy.
Well, anyway, the 2 most interesting things about the tar business are the tar itself and the number of shoes you go through. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm probably boring you. Enough about me. Let's talk about you. So, where do you get your tar?
I lost my first husband in a tar pit. Excuse me.
She's very lucky to have all of you.
Honey, she is very lucky to have you, too.
No, she's not.
Kirsten, stop. Your mother loves you very much. Just last week she was saying how much she missed you. Sometimes mothers and daughters drift apart. Dorothy and I did.
I put her away.
She sure did. That's how I keep him alive.
It's lovely, Ma.
You know what I call my other pillow? Dino. But that's another story. I'll tell you about it when you're, about 70.
I'll be here.
So will I, pussycat. So will I.
Well, Dorothy, it sounds like you're a little hostile toward the monkey. You want to talk about it?
What's to talk about? I had to ride in the back seat all the way over. Stan said the monkey called shotgun.
Well, Dorothy, I don't think you'd feel this way if you read my book, Monkey Love.
Actually, though, once I did have a fling with the calculus teacher.
Oh, and did you get an A?
More like a full scholarship to MIT.
My Dorothy didn't date teachers in high school. She dated losers like Stan, who knocked her up and ruined her life forever.
It would be like a day without orange juice, wouldn't it?
Now, Rose, I think I just better grab my day planner and skedaddle.
No, you don't want to skedaddle yet. Don't you want to stay and have a drink before you go?
Sorry, I never drink and skedaddle. Besides, I have to stay sharp. I've got a handball game with Captain Kangaroo.
Fifth wife of Henry VIII.
Who was Catherine Howard?
Correct.
I knew that. I knew the first one, I admit, was a bit of a fluke, but that one I knew.
Okay. Switching categories to the Book of Genesis.
Hey, Doc, I bet you wish you hadn't wasted all that time on Darwin now, huh?